Fellow staff, give it up for your director, A.J. McKenna. Something always goes wrong with one of these things, doesn't it? Right. No. Oh. There we go. Okay. Well, what can I say? I can say this. You told us, we listened. You told us, we listened. You told us, and we listened. So why must you insist on being so indignant? We paid the people who we got to make the survey a lot, and were assured it would give us the answers we want, and you filled it all out for us. Ticked the boxes that we gave you, none of which related to the pittance that we pay you. You rated certain statements on a scale from 1 to 5. You were not asked how you rated "I am thinking of ending my life." You have been consulted. We asked what you preferred among the options that we gave you, and not all of you demurred. The comfy and compliant and the hungry to advance we knew would always give the answers. We were keen to splash on PowerPoints and glossy booklets given out each quarter, whose purpose is to inform you that you told us, and we listened. So for now, you better shut it and make do with what you're given. The joke is that it never was a robot. The joke is that Battery Hens is a reference to conditions. The joke is the advert's promise that they won't speak to a robot is a promise you will be accused of breaking by a customer who knows fine well you're human. The joke is that they know this line is monitored. And when they say, in a sing-song voice, "Yes, I am a real human being," they can say they are not doing you. They are doing the girl in the advert. No paper could be taken off the floor, so scraps were torn theatrically and tossed in plastic bins. Contraband confetti scattered in the name of confidentiality. But we committed house numbers and postcodes to our memories, browsed Google Maps and bus times, wrote things down in break time notebooks, looked for patterns in their spending, for political donations or the papers that they took. We built up profiles, checked their local papers' websites for photos showing how they looked, obituaries of relatives we could obliquely reference, then listened for the slight catch in their breath before we moved on to the next step in the bullet-pointed script our bosses called real conversations. Others copied out the letters in their name, reshaped them into glyphs we ripped between their hang-up and the next shriek through our headset set us copying again. No paper could be taken off the floor. In India, the management banned pens. I'll buy a hatchet with this paycheck. And on my first Monday back, I'll take it out and split the forehead of that prat who parrots phrases from the crap he sees on TV. Watch his eyes light up completely for the first time in his life before they shut down for the night and switch to mental QVC. I'll pull the hatchet from his forehead. Then I'll stalk across the floor while my fellow workers book it. This is not what they're paid for. Till I find myself outside the room with a poster by the door proclaiming loudly, "End the stigma," acting like we're not the cause of the very mental illness which has brought me to the door that my team leader locked the second she heard screaming on the floor, but which I know is made of cheap wood and cannot for long endure repeated impact from my hatchet till its handle hangs ajar from the door it used to open. And I know the look of horror that stains her eyes on seeing me as something new to her. Wish I could say it was for me. But I'm glad. It's good to share. So that was Customer Service Suite, a suite of poems on the theme of the neoliberal workplace, which I first produced as a micro-commission for Alphabetti Theatre's run of Hope is a Four-Letter Word, which is a brilliant play by Gobscure. I really enjoyed working on the poems, in particular rehearsing them and adding some more oomph to them. Some of you will have noticed that the individual poems also appear on this channel in my, by now, traditional having a still photo and the poem title. You know how I do these things, but I just felt like doing this as a more detailed version of it, and maybe having some extra stuff in, although as some of you will also have noticed, the headset was played by my PlayStation headset, and the office environment was played by my flat, which, I mean, the bits you can see are untidy, but that's nothing to the pieces that you can't see. But nevertheless, thank you for watching. I'm going to try and be better about putting things at the end of videos in future. I can't promise that I'm going to do that. This video is going to go out first of all unlisted, with a link for Ko-fi patrons who've donated. There is a link to my Ko-fi in the description. Yeah, if you want to get stuff early, you know, just donate. I don't have like regular donations set up on there or anything. Just give me some money whenever. Yeah, that hopefully that will prevent me having to go back to corporate employment and carrying out some kind of terrible office massacre. Thanks to everyone who has donated to my coffee. Thanks to Ali at Alphabetti Theatre, who directed Hope is a Four-Letter Word. Thanks to Gobscure for making the play. Thanks to the actresses who were in it, that sort of thing. Peace.